Hi, hello, dear students. Today my topic is called phenol. My topic name is called phenol. As you heard about phenols in the lower sessions, no, it's okay, no problem. Today we are going to discuss about phenols elaborately. Okay, shall we move? Okay, let us start. As what is exactly phenol? Phenol is nothing but a benzene ring will be there, and above the benzene ring or any carbon to the benzene ring, if one OH group is present, then that is called as phenol. It has got different names. The one is called as carbolic acid. Carbolic acid. Another one we can call this one as benzenol. Another name for the phenol is benzenol. Even you can also call this one as hydroxybenzene. Hydroxybenzene. So hope you observed. Phenol is the unique name and it is having three different names also. Because of the OH group attached to benzene ring, you can call it as hydroxybenzene. As whole is the alcohol IUPAC nomenclature, so it is whole, benzene, whole, benzenol. It is benzene ring with whole, benzenol. The other one is called as carbolic acid. So in this, we heard about 3 points. The one is nothing but the phenol obtained from coal tar fraction of middle oil. Obtained from coal tar fraction of middle oil. Because of this region, we can call this phenol as called as carbolic acid. Think you heard about carbolic acid, right? The carbolic acid is nothing but phenol. Let us see the compounds having OH group. So if a compound is present on the aromatic ring, then also we'll call this is phenol ring. So the benzene ring is aromatic ring, and to this we have one OH group is attached, that is also called as phenol. Now how far phenol is different from the alcohols? Because phenols are quite different from alcohols because their characteristic properties are quite different from that of alcohols. That is why there is a separate family of alcohols we are studying, that is called as phenols. These are aromatic compounds. Cyclic rings will be there in this one. Coming to the phenol case, phenol gives a characteristic color that may be violet color or red color or green color when it is treated with neutral FeCl3. So because of that one, we can say phenol is having a characteristic property compared to alcohols. Moving on to the another point, we know that phenols are said to give the pink color. Phenol is said to be giving pink color. What is the reason behind giving pink color by the phenol is nothing but phenol undergoes slow oxidation. Slow oxidation when exposed to air. The reason because of this one is nothing but slow oxidation exposure to air or light. This is one reason. Coming to the interesting things about phenol, phenol is said to be soluble in water. Soluble in water. As you know, the reason is but the phenol is said to having intermolecular hydrogen bonds. intermolecular hydrogen bonds are there in phenol, in between phenols, as well as phenol can form intermolecular hydrogen bond with water. But these intermolecular hydrogen bonds in phenols are not much stronger than alcohols. That's why the hydrogen bonds between ethanol and water is stronger than hydrogen bond between ethanol and phenol. Okay. Moving on to the other one, what is phenol's important feature is nothing but phenol is said to be an antiseptic. Most important point. Also, phenol is serves like a disinfectant. Disinfectant. So these two important points we have to remember. Not only that one, phenol is used to prepare that bakelite, organic polymer. Prepare this bakelite, as well as also used in the drug industry and also dyes industries, etc. So it has got much importance in the field of these industries. Now we will see nomenclature of phenols. Nomenclature of phenols. As you know, we have only one OH group is there over the benzene ring. They are observing as phenol. Only one OH group is there over the benzene ring, is calling as phenol. If this phenol is said to have, there are two OH groups over this one. Here one, here one. This is called as ortho position. Then this is called as catechol. Or 1,2 benzene diol. 1,2 benzene diol. This is another name for it. The same way, if you try to write the phenol at OH groups at three different places, one, second position, and third position, you add, then it is commercially called as pyrogalol. It is called as pyrogalol. As per IUPAC nomenclature, it is 1,2,3 benzene thiol. It is called as 1,2,3 benzene triol, because there are three OH groups are there in this one. So the first one is called phenol here. It is having only one OH group is there. That's why you can call this is monohydric. So what is this first one is? It is phenol is nothing but phenol is monohydric substance. Whereas catechol, if you take, is a ortho compound we have taken. This is dihydric. Dihydric. Whereas the top third one what we observed here is nothing but this is trihydric. Trihydric compound. So phenols are monohydric are there. In phenols we have dihydric are there. In phenols we have trihydric also present. Okay. Not only that one. In the monohydric cases only, if this phenol is said to have one methyl group in its position, ortho position. Suppose OH is present here, and if CH3 is present here, then that is called as 2-methyl-phenol cresol. That is called as orthocresol, or you can also call it as 2-methyl-phenol. 2-methyl-phenol. So observe, when the phenol group is with CH3 at ortho position, is called as orthocresol. Suppose it is in the meta position, that is called as metacresol. If this CH3 is present at the para position, it is called as paracresol. So there are three different kinds of phenols are there in this monohydric also. Not only this one, if this phenol is linked with a nitro group at fourth position, suppose this NO2 is present in the fourth position of the phenol ring, then what is the name of this compound? This name of the compound is called as 4-nitrophenol. 4-nitrophenol. In the same fashion, if you try to write something differently than the previous one, if the benzene ring is there for the phenol and that is linked with the bromine atoms at ortho-para positions, 3 places. It means it is second position, the fourth position, and the sixth position. If it is there, then it is called as 2, 4, 6 tribromophenol. Tribromophenol. Hope you understand. Monohydric types are different depending on the group attached. The particular name is given to these phenols. So phenols are monohydric, phenols are dihydric, phenols are trihydric, and all present in this one. Okay. Let us start observing what are the important preparations of phenols. So we will see important preparations methods of phenols. Particularly we can say that phenols can also be obtained in the laboratory method from some of the derivatives of benzene. So I am going to tell one laboratory method for the preparation of phenol now. So in this, I would like to tell one thing that when you try to take benzene diazonium chloride, then if this benzene diazonium chloride, simply if you heat, warm it with do hydrolysis with what we call steam. So you do that one, then the diazonium group will be separated out, nitrogen gas will be liberated, and which will be replaced by the OH group in the reaction. Then whatever the OH group is attached to the benzene ring will makes this compound, diazonium compound, as phenol into phenol. So we have taken aryl diazonium salt. Also we can call this one is benzene diazonium salt. Benzene diazonium chloride. Okay, it is the simplest method to prepare phenols. And not only that one, in the same fashion, the most important industrial method is also there, that we can call it as Dow's process. Dow's process. Earlier we discussed about haloarenes. In this, we can take chlorobenzene. So in Dow's process, even though the chlorine is present over the benzene ring, it takes high temperatures to react with sodium hydroxide around 350 degrees Celsius and high pressures of 300 atmosphere pressure. If you apply, then what will happen? First this phenol will convert it into this chlorobenzene will be converted into sodium phenoxide, and that sodium phenoxide will be further acidified to give phenol. So if you acidify this sodium phenoxide, you will get phenol with the separation of sodium ion or sodium salt. So in this way you can get phenol in this process called as Dow's process. Most important one The compound is called as sodium phenoxide. This compound obtained is called as sodium phenoxide. The compound initially we have taken is called as chlorobenzene. Chlorobenzene for the Dawes process. You can also take halobenzene. You can also say halobenzene. This is the second method. Let us move on to the third method. The third method, how a phenol can be prepared from its benzene sulfonic acids. So we would like to prepare phenol from benzene sulfonic acid. Benzene sulfonic acid. As you all know, what is benzene sulfonic acid? To the benzene ring, there is one sulfonic group, SO3H group will be present. So if you take benzene sulfonic acid, just like the above reaction, you need to treat that benzene sulfonic acid with the sodium hydroxide, that means fused with the sodium hydroxide, and that sodium hydroxide will bring about the formation of phenol. So phenol will be obtained when benzene sulfonic acid is treated with sodium hydroxide. You take 3 moles of this one, then you will get Na2SO4 plus 2H2O in this reaction. First, when sodium phenoxide is formed, and that sodium phenoxide can be again further treated with acids to form the final product called as phenol. So when you acidify this sodium phenoxide like the above method, sodium ion will be separated out and phenoxide ion will become phenol. So this is called as phenol as the final product in the reaction. So in this way we can prepare phenol from benzene sulfonic acid. Moving on to the next method. So this method we can also call it as decarboxylation of phenolic acid. The method is called as by the decarboxylation of phenolic acid. Phenolic acid. Decarboxylation of phenolic acid. So in this, phenolic acid is nothing but salicylic acid. We can also call it as orthohydroxybenzoic acid. So you can take this phenolic acid. Usually decarboxylation in these type of methods will be done with soda lime. So you can take OH here and COOH here. So then it will be treated with soda lime, NaOH plus calcium oxide on heating. Like I said earlier, first it will be the formation of this sodium compound, but soda lime is quite different. It will completely remove the carbon dioxide from the reaction to give phenol. Only carboxylic group will be separated out and the reaction gives sodium carbonate in the equation. That is called as phenol. So how phenol is obtained? Phenol is obtained by the decarboxylation of this sodium phenoxide. So here you can take this phenoxide ion, sodium phenoxide ion, for fruitful results. Here suppose if you take Na plus, then also you will get the result. Okay, this is one good method. Moving on to the another type of method, we'll see. This is also called as important one, that is from Grignard reagent. Grignard's reagent. Grignard's reagent. I think you heard about Grignard reagent, but here to get the phenol, we need to take aryl magnesium bromides. So here I am taking phenyl magnesium bromide. Phenyl magnesium bromide as Grignard reagent to get the desired product called as phenol. So in this, whatever C6H5Br, I am calling this is phenyl magnesium bromide. If you subject this compound into oxidation, you do oxidation, severe oxidation, then this CH3MgBr will become C6H5OMgBr. This is C6H5MgBr will become C6H5OMgBr, and further if you do hydrolysis, then what will happen? It forms phenol C6H5OH plus MgBr OH. In this way, you can also prepare the phenols in the reaction. Moving on to the next one. We have several methods are there, but preparation of benzene, this phenol from cumene, is most important process for examinations. From cumene. That cumene actually called as cumene hydroperoxide. Cumene hydroperoxide. So this cumene hydroperoxide is the starting material for the preparation of phenol. But that what is actually cumene? We have to learn. Cumene is nothing but isopropyl benzene. Isopropyl benzene. Okay. So this isopropyl benzene will give hydroperoxide, followed by hydrolysis we may get the phenol. Let us see what is exactly the cumene. Cumene first can be obtained when benzene is treated with propene. So this is propene. Then what will happen? That will be converted into a isopropyl benzene. So this is nothing but isopropyl benzene is also called as cumene. And this cumene will be taken in the final step. In that step, we need to do one thing, that oxidation, aeration, aerial oxidation also you can call this is. So if you do it oxidation, then that is also not an ordinary temperature. At 95 degrees Celsius to 135 degrees Celsius, if you do it, you will get cumene hydroperoxide. So cumene hydroperoxide means in between carbon hydrogen bond here, the two oxygen atoms, peroxyoxygen, will be introduced like this. Like this. So here what will happen? Once the acidification done, hydrolysis, then you'll get phenol and another compound acetone, carbonyl compound acetone in the reaction. So it is the final product, that is phenol. So this compound is called as phenol. The other compound obtained is acetone. It is also an industrial method of preparation of this phenol. So in this method, we got phenol. First we have taken benzene, treated with propene, and after that that propene and benzene gives cumene, isopropyl benzene. Isopropyl benzene subjected to oxidation, that aerial oxidation at 95 degrees Celsius to 135 degrees Celsius. We got the compound called as highly unstable compound called as cumene hydroperoxide. Cumene hydroperoxide, and that cumene hydroperoxide led to the formation of phenol as a final product after the acidification. So likewise, most interesting chemical reactions are there for the preparation of phenol. In that, one more, the thing is nothing but Raschig process. Raschig process. Another method is called as Raschig process. Actually, this is also the important process. First, we will prepare benzene in this process, chlorobenzene. When chlorobenzene is treated with HCl and oxygen. So, in the presence of a catalyst, you will do it. All copper chloride as well as ferric chloride catalyst, you will take it, and that will give chlorobenzene. So, benzene will be treated with HCl and oxygen, that will give chlorobenzene and water. So, in the way, whatever we got chlorobenzene will be taken, and that will be heated with steam. Steam is nothing but H2O. Around 425 degrees Celsius, this chlorobenzene will give phenol in this reaction with the separation of HCl. So this is the compound obtained as phenol. So benzene will be treated with HCl, okay, by the action of air also at a temperature. Here also temperature 300 degrees Celsius is required, and we got chlorobenzene. Chlorobenzene is treated with steam. This is steam, and after the application of steam, we got phenol. So likewise, there are so many interesting things are there in the preparation of phenol. So finally, we will see how the phenol can be obtained in a general flowchart manner. The middle oil fraction of coal tar. So phenol can be obtained from middle oil fraction of coal tar. So that also as a flowchart we'll see. First we have to take coal tar, and that coal tar is said to be subjected to a fractional distillation. Fractional distillation. After doing the fractional distillation, this coal tar will give middle oil, and that middle oil is said to be containing phenol and even cresol and some naphthalene derivatives. Naphthalene derivatives. So this middle oil, if you take and treat that one with coal, you will be getting naphthalene separately as a solid crystal. So naphthalene will be separated out as a solid crystalline substance, but the rest of the liquid, whatever is there, that liquid will be treated with sodium hydroxide and that sodium hydroxide compound will give CH5ONA. As you know, it is sodium phenoxide, which will be treated with CO2 and H2O, carbon dioxide. Then reaction, then we'll get C6H5OH plus sodium carbonate, that is Na2CO3 will be obtained. So coal tar is a starting material for this method, industrial method, to convert that one into middle oil. After middle oil obtained, that will be treated with coal, and at high temperatures this reaction will give sodium phenoxide, followed by the carboxylation gives phenol. Final product is nothing but here also phenol. Hope you observe the entire discussion whatever we started with phenol and important names: carbolic acid, benzenol, hydroxybenzene, and its identification test with neutral ferric chloride gives what kind of colors. These colors are not obtained for alcohols, which is unique characteristic property of phenol. After that, we have observed importance of phenol and its even its boiling point and melting points are said to be higher because of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Solubility in water is also the reason behind that one is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. After that, we saw nomenclatures of different phenols: monohydric, dihydric, trihydric. In monohydric, we saw cresols, nitrophenols, and bromophenols. After that, we started preparation of phenol laboratory method, that is from benzene diazonium salts, chlorides gives phenol. Dow's process we discussed. Benzene sulfonic acid reaction discussed. By the decarboxylation of salicylic acid also we are told phenol will be obtained. The next method we discussed with Grignard reagent, where Grignard reagent is also undergoing oxidation and followed by the hydrolysis gives this phenol. We told phenol is the product in the reaction also. And the sixth one, most important one for examination point of, that is from cumene hydroperoxide, also called as isopropyl benzene, is called as cumene. From that isopropyl benzene preparation, cumene will be obtained. The benzene with propene gives isopropyl benzene cumene. That cumene will be subject to oxidation. Cumene hydroperoxide obtained. After that, phenol we got by acidification. Another important method we saw, that is Raschig process, and phenol we got in this process also. Middle oil fraction generalization from the industrial methods, we got phenol. Okay, hope you understand this session, and phenol preparation. Next session we will start discussing about the chemical properties of phenol. Thank you very much.